Enhanced key numbers. This podcast is at the intermediate level. It requires some knowledge of Accordance Bible software, but no knowledge of Hebrew or Greek. Right on the heels of our 9.5 update, we decide to add another little tweak to our software, Enhanced Key Numbers. What are key numbers? Basically, every word in the Hebrew Bible and Greek New Testament has been assigned a unique identifying number called a key number. While there are two systems, Strong's and Goodrich-Kohlenberger, they both work the same way. Those without a knowledge of Greek or Hebrew can use these numbers to access original language resources. Podcast number 21 covers how these systems have been improved by including them in Accordance Bible software. In this podcast, number 66, we'll explain how they've been enhanced further in our latest update. Many of our texts contain more than meets the eye. This screenshot shows the first several verses of Genesis 1 in 3 different Bibles. At the top is the ESVS, an English Standard Version which has been tagged with Strong's key numbers. Below that is a Hebrew Bible, which has been tagged with full parsing information. Last is an NIV, which has been tagged with Goodrich-Kohlenberger key numbers. The Instant Details box displays this hidden information, though with Accordance 9.5 we can also now view it as an interlinear, as for example in these two Bibles. When we place our cursor over a word in any of these texts, the equivalent word is highlighted in other texts. The Instant Details box will simultaneously show the information from the word. For example, choose Spirit in the ESV, and Instant Details displays the English word, the Strong's key number, the Hebrew lemma, and the transliteration. If we choose Ruach in the Hebrew Bible, Instant Details displays the Hebrew word, lemma, full parsing information, and the English gloss, that is, the possible translations. If we also own the Hebrew syntax module, it displays syntactical information. At least, that's the way things used to work. Now Accordance introduces enhanced key numbers. What has changed? First, Instant Details now combines the information from multiple tagged texts, and it displays it automatically. Let's say we own both BHSW4, that's the grammatically tagged Hebrew Bible, and its syntactical add-on. We place our cursor over Spirit in the ESVS, and now all the tagging information from all 3 texts is displayed. Place our cursor over the NIV GK and the same information appears, except the GK number is now displayed. That's the second enhancement, that GK numbers are identified as such just to prevent confusion. The same sort of enhancements apply to New Testament texts, but things get even more exciting when we add Mounce's New Testament into the mix. That's because it includes an advanced method of tagging, phrase tagging. The ability to display phrase tagging is the third enhancement. Here's how it works. If you don't read Greek, you may have wondered why not every word in your New Testament translation is tagged. That's because English often uses a phrase to translate a single Greek word, especially Greek verbs. Normally, just the most important word of the English phrase is tagged. Mounce's New Testament changes all of that. Notice the difference in the way these New Testaments are highlighted. The NIV GK at the bottom just highlights the word made, linking it to the Greek ginomai. Instant Details also just has the word made. Now let's switch to Mounce's New Testament. Notice that the entire phrase were created is highlighted. The helper verb were is in a lighter color, the main verb created in a darker color. This tagging is technically more correct because the tense of the original Greek word requires a phrase to translate it. It also makes more sense as it accounts for every word in the English translation. In the same way, Instant Details also now contains the entire phrase. Mounce's New Testament also includes its own unique Greek dictionary. One of its definitions appears in Instant Details when the command key is pressed, or when a word is triple-clicked, as in this example. Compare this definition to the equivalent one in the standard Strong's Dictionary included with most tagged texts. Mounce's Dictionary is more readable, includes references, adds word counts, and even features advanced hypertext links. The Mounce New Testament and Dictionary are currently available for purchase on the Accordance website and included in several bundles that are on sale through the end of 2011. We'll be covering some of these in an upcoming podcast, but why wait? Pick one up today. There are two user preferences that determine what is shown in Instant Details. The first is obvious. In Instant Details, users select what information they'd like to appear. The second is not so obvious. It's in Compare Text under Interlinear Source Texts. This is where we set the text for the parsing information shown for both testaments. Most of us will leave it at the defaults, BHSW4 and GNTT, but I mention it here as we may have some text critics among our viewers. Some of you may prefer a different tag text. Let's step back a moment and review. Accordance 9.5.1 adds enhanced key numbers to our suite of Bible study tools. This enhancement includes three separate functions: the ability to integrate and display information from multiple tag texts, identify GK numbers and distinguish them from Strong's key numbers, and support phrase tagging, like that found in the Mounce New Testament. Enhanced key numbers now bring more information than ever to those who are not proficient in the Bible's original languages. For those who are, they add value to every key number English and Spanish translation we own. We no longer need to open the original language text just to check parsing or syntax. It's just one more example of how Accordance leads the way among Bible software companies. Like 9.5, Update 9.5.1 is free to everyone who owns version 9. Enjoy! This has been Dr. J for Accordance Bible Software. Thank you for watching this episode of Lighting the Lamp.